Hello, I think this is on. Hello all. Thanks for coming and watching, or watching later if you didn't bother coming now, but later, but then on. Yeah. Let me just check the chat, see if it says people saying I'm here. Oh, looks like I'm live. Yeah, probably. Anyway, right. Yeah, right. This is just a quick video, hopefully, although Facebook, YouTube thing did just say I can broadcast for up to 8 hours, so yeah, it's not going to be anywhere near that. Basically, just to introduce what I'm going to be doing for the next build. And I did have a little delivery from eModels today, so I'm going to do that first. I've got a new brush. So I'm going to move the camera a little bit to show more the bench than me, because that's what it's all about. You've seen me before. Let's see. About there? There we go. Right. I've had a brush before. I had and have one of these cheap Chinese type trigger brushes, which is fine, but it's getting a little bit sticky and everything else, so I'm going to open this one and have a quick look before I get to the reason everyone's here, hopefully, just to give some people that might be late a chance to turn up. Oh, it's very green. It's probably Xbox green, I think. It's certainly close to it. Oh, foamy. Tiny pot, which is probably all I need for the small stuff that I'll be doing. Screwdriver. Tiny pot. What else do they give you under there? There's got to be something under there. There's always something underneath. Quick start guide. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. Wonder how long it'll stay shiny for. Much the same, I've got to change my quick start, quick release thing over onto it. But yeah, that's the one up from basic. So hopefully I'll get some good results from that, and I'll show you what I've done when I've been using it for a little while. So right, let's have a quick look. Nothing else on there. Watching paint dry. Yeah, thanks, Paul. Right, people in the chat. I've got Fox, the model making guru, in, and I just made him a mod, so be nice to him. Who else have we got in? We have, starting at the top, Dave went, where's the rum gone, Barker, the first in, and Scruffy Pup, then me. Who else have we got down there? They were chatting with me for a little while before I went live. Scott's in. Spidicu8, I can never remember how they meant to say that, sorry, but yes, they're about. And Skipper Ted's in. He came in a bit late. I didn't have time to make him a mod as well, but anyway. Mr. Loss here, Vincent. Evening, Vincent. Paul just turned up, but he's bored. He's probably gone by now already. Right, it's right. That'll do for reading. That's enough reading. Right, what you've come for, apart from surprise gifts. Oh, I also got sand for a diorama trail. I've already had the water, which I haven't really played with yet either. Transparent gel water. So I'll be playing with those probably in another Learn with Gross episode thing, but I've got to try and figure out what we're doing with those. Right, the new kit that I'm going to be doing is, if I can get the light not reflecting, there we go, a tug 144 again, so back in my happy zone, and Revel, so might not be terribly happy zone, but I have to see what we did. Right, that's everything out of the box. Clear parts. Paul's been building this kit, so he wasn't impressed that the main I was going to say cockpit, it's not cockpit, I don't know what they call it, piloting area is transparent, so you've got to mask a lot of that before you can paint it, but it's all good. Got instructions, I'll worry about them later. So we've got bottom of the boat, hull and sides. Lots of little railings and things to do on those, and that's obviously the top part. So it's a decent size, considering it is 144. We've got the traditional tiny person for scale. So that's the sort of scale we're talking about. It's going to end up quite big. Now, it was my birthday in September, and this is one of the things that I got. I also got, as well as the tug, I got a tug. So I've decided that I'm going to build both of them together, sort of not joined together, but at the same time. So I figured it would be just as easy to make one while I'm making one. I can make another. But I say Paul got me one. My brother Steve got me the other, but he's never going to be watching, so I won't bother thanking him. My plan is to build both boats concurrently and in parallel and together, but I'm going to be doing them differently. I'm going to be doing one as a brand new shiny sparkling boat, and the other as the old wreck that they're replacing. So I've got to figure out how to do the proper weathering and aging, and probably have one in like the dry dock and one in the water, hence having the water ready. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a learning experience because I've never done anything really old and knackered and broken anymore. It's, might as well see me a little bit as well. So it'd be an interesting learning experience for me, and hopefully for anyone that cares to watch it as well. And we'll see how it comes together. I think it's probably going to be, as I say, building one fresh and new is going to be easy following the instructions. Building the other one's going to be a bit more tricky. I don't know how much I'm going to have to build before I start doing damage and wear and rust holes and everything else. It's going to be more worn than just a rusty paint job. I'm actually planning on, you know, not necessarily big gaping holes in the bottom of it, but it's all going to be definitely used and in need of replacing. So that's going to be interesting, trying to figure out exactly how to do that. If anyone's got any hints or advice, feel free to shout at me. Let's just have a quick look through here. Paul says overall it's a nice kit, actually. The one floor with the fully clear cabin, but cabin, that's probably the word for it. Yeah, I'll use that. Yeah, Fox likes a nice tug apparently. So yeah, I got 2 tugs for my birthday. So you know, it's a big word. Yeah, I use lots of big words. Highbrow humour. Yeah, the feed's probably full of yeah, lots of weathering fun from Fox. Thank you. Take 6 episodes on the cabin. I don't know why I'm saying about 6 episodes. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, unless anyone's got anything quickly they want to put in a chat and make me talk for a bit longer, that's pretty much it. This isn't going to be a long form video anyway, because it's just me. There's nobody for me to talk to or bounce off of, so I get bored talking to a tiny little camera up there. But I know people on internet land are watching, and hopefully we'll get some views of it later on as well. But if not, I will. I'm going to call this part 1 of the build, the unboxing, although I haven't actually got anything out of the plastic yet because I can't cut away and do that. But it's pretty much what we got: the hull, some side panels, the clear bits, and the top. There are lots of little bits which scare me very slightly because I'm not used to little bits, railings and things. There's no photo etch or anything like that on there, but yeah, lots of little bits and railings. So that'll be interesting to see what they all are. Little posts, and I don't know what they are. Again, like the bike, I don't know anything about boats, so I'm sure I'll get the terminology completely wrong and mixed up. But people can shout at me in the comments on YouTube. But there you go. Fox says the t-shirt fits. I hope he's wearing it now while he's moderating on my channel. So that with the t-shirt that I got him. Everyone asks lots of questions to keep him going. Yeah, thanks, Fox. Right. Ted says I can't go yet. I can. It's my channel. I can do what I like. What's the sand look like? The sand looks like a jar of muck. It's yeah, it doesn't look like sand. I have smeared some onto a bit of plastic just to get an idea what it's going to look like. I put some on very thin this side and a thick lumpy blob the other end, just to see what the different textures and everything are going to look like and finish with. If that's going to focus on it, it's probably not, it's too close, but there you go. Once I know what it looks like, I'll get some pictures up and probably do a video of it anyway, but when I'm trying to play with the water and everything else. Okay, Fox has just sent me a picture of him wearing the shirt, which I shall just find. I didn't know he was actually going to be wearing it, but there you go. There we have special guest star Fox wearing the back to front shirt. Oh, it's probably not back to front when you're watching it. There you go. All shiny and lovely. If you can't advertise while he's modding, what can you do? Thanks, Fox. Am I going to get tiny dudes for it? I don't think there's any people on there, actually. Paul would be the one to ask about that because he's got the kit already. He's opened it. There aren't looking like there's any crew for it. I've got Sony Star Wars crew that I could put on it, but I don't know. Are there any kits you do know parts for, Paul says? Not really, no, probably not. Most of my kits, as you know, I've only got 3 parts, so front, back, and top. Spidic says they've got a pointy end, a blunt end, and they float on water. Pointy end's the front, sorted. That's pretty much, yeah, that I knew that bit. Now you've got port and starboard for left and right as you're going forwards, because it's PS. But I don't know, bow and stern is one of the others, and I asked that last night and got confused. I can't remember. Tip a bit further forward, we couldn't see it. Oh, you're talking about the... No, I'm not going to tip it any further forward than that, because it's not really runny, but it's a little bit runny, and yeah, thanks. No little people, Paul says, so no, there's no little people in there. Oh, and Fox says he gave me a thumbs up despite the lack of a webcam. Thanks, well done. Paul sent me a pic of him in the shirt as well. I bet he hasn't. I didn't send it in. Don't want to feel left out, I think. Let's find that as well then. Yeah, there you go. Paul's also wearing a shirt, also in the dark by the looks of it. So he's not modding though, so he doesn't get any bonus points for doing that. Bow's the front and the stern is the back, apparently, according to Fox. He says arse, but I don't think he means arse. Yeah, Dave says he'd use one, but people think he's advertising his own modelling service, looking for photo shoots. That's what Paul was worried about as well. And I'm not overly worried about it, but I definitely had people now getting messages to say, okay, Ted's run away and not put his shirt on, but he sent me a picture anyway. But he should be wearing the shirt as well, but he's got a hat on. I'm not sure why he's got a... probably best not to ask. Right. Oh, TK's in the house as well. Thanks, TK. Thanks for visiting. Past his bedtime, so he's not going to be here for very long. But none of us are going to be here for very long because it's just me reading messages now. Vincent needs one of them shirts. They're pretty sweet. I'm sure you can get one. I'm not sending them out to everybody because, you know, that's not my plan. But I'm sure we'll figure out the place I got it done do make shirts. So I'm sure if I give them the nod, they'll let you order one from them. Oh, apparently Paul and Fox are in the same room, obviously, because it's quite dark in both rooms, but I'm not sure that's true. Ted wants more tug detail, but I think he's just trying to kill time and make me talk for longer. But who am I to deny my audience? We have one bag of tug. There we go. It's got bits. I don't know what the bits are, but there's a stand. You can put it on. Maybe that'll be the dry dock for one of them. And lots of fences and stairs. A lifeboat. There you go, lifeboat. They'll probably need one of them as well. Other stuff. So yeah, there you go. No idea what all these tiny little bits are, Paul. What are all the tiny little bits that are all the same? Little spikes or something in there. That's the engine bits, the propellers. I know that bit. There's a mast. Yep. The bottom of the boat. Let's have a look at the bottom of the boat then while we're here. As it's only TK that's got to go off to bed. There we go. It fits, mostly. I think it'll probably let water in through the back there, but, you know. It's Revel, what can you do? Nobody expected it to fit properly. Luckily, I have got a spare pot of extra thin, so I'll be making up some sprue glue for this one, no doubt. I might as well open the clear pack while I'm here. I'm only going to have to open it in a few days anyway when I actually start building it. Yeah, definitely all clear. Top part and the sides and everything. So yeah, not sure why they've done it all clear and exactly what bits are going to be windows. I assume it's these bits are windows and that isn't. But I'll figure that out when we get to it. I have to figure out. I might have to figure out how to break a couple of windows as well for the old knackered one. The other bit that was in there is decals. Dave's favourite. Not too many on there, quite a few, but they give you 3 different nameplates. The 1, the 2, sorry, 1, the 3, and the X, which is obviously the 10. So I think it depends on different flags depending on which nation. I did read a bit of the box information about it, and it was saying about the original one was from here, and they've shipped 3 others to other places, and I'm not sure why they've gone from 3, what happened to 2 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I'm assuming they probably broke or sunk or aren't famous enough for whatever reason to actually be model kits, but I assume we could always. We've got the 1 and the 3. You can't make a 4 from that. You can put the 1 in front of the 10 and make it a 9 or an 11. Bottom of the boat, yes, Ted, the bottom of the boat. I said I didn't know anything about boats. It's the bottom, not the top. The bit that goes under the water. Are they screws, not propellers, Foxloss? I don't know. They're propellers, blade things. They spin. I don't know. Add some thrusters and make a space boat, says Fox. No. We're waiting for you to build the space battleship Yamato. Paul says space tug Yamsto. Don't know what Yamsto is. And I will need sprue glue, according to Paul, because he's, say, built one already or half built one. I don't know if he actually finished it. Doesn't finish very many models. Right. Yamato needs a space tug. But I'm not going to do it. This is going to be two tugs is enough. Nobody needs more than 2 tugs. It's a licensed kit. Fun fact: the Fair Play Towage Company exists. Yeah, I read that about it. It's a real thing. Right. There you go. That's it. It's been, I don't know how long. 13 people watching apparently. 20 minutes. Hello, 13 people. Don't know if one of them's me because I've got it open on my iPad. But anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching. As ever, subscribe and follow and watch me completely butcher one of them deliberately. That's will be the interesting bit. Deliberately making it look bad rather than it just looking bad because I don't really know what I'm doing. But yeah, as ever, thanks for watching. 16 viewers. They came along because they knew I was finishing. That must be it. Right. More peer pressure for something. I don't know what that was for, Vincent. Sorry. I'm avoiding your technical questions. I didn't understand your technical questions. I didn't see them. Bottom of the boat. That's what you said. Bottom of the boat. I'm not scrolling up through pages of chat because if I miss it, it's gone. Sorry. Paul says it's mostly finished, but he needs to strip and repaint the cabin because he did an awful job of it. Okay, so I might be finished before Paul is because, you know, reasons. All right, I'm going to call that a night. I think I'm going to go and play computer games for a little while. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here and supporting me in the chat as well, everyone that turned up. And yeah, I'll see you down the line for the updates as to when I get things done. I'll try and keep them coming pretty regularly, as my videos have been. But so doing 2 at a time is going to be interesting. So we'll see how it goes. Yep. Right. Thanks, everybody. I'll leave the chat going because I don't know what's going on in there now. But as ever, thanks for watching, and see you in the videos in the future. Find the button, and bye-bye.